have signs of growth. Welcome back to Whitt Acres. We're going to do a quick little update here in the food forest today. I got a few things to show you just so we know what's growing right now and what's taking a little bit longer. So we're going to start right here beside me in the strawberry bed. Here in the strawberry bed we are having some growth already. These were transplanted from a pot I bought from the store, Walmart, last year, and I just kept them in the garage for most of the winter. I brought them out very early spring when we still had plenty of chances of frost and well below freezing at night. So I brought these out here, separated them out so they could fill out the bed, and it looks like they took off and they're growing now. So this should be a nice full ever-bearing strawberry bed. Exciting. On the other side, we'll check out the white strawberry bed, the White Carolina strawberries. I put these in a little bit after the red ones. I kind of did a sunken 4x4 bed here. No screws or glue. Everything's just in there, pressure fitted. But maybe some growth right there. You guys see that? Yeah, might be my strawberry growth. I do not see much anywhere else in this whole bed. Let me check over here because I know I planted them along this area. Covered them with straw to help them with the frost. I didn't want them getting cold too quick. So like I said, we still had well below freezing at night. Right now it's kind of teetering off, and I think the last snowstorm we had the other day was the last one, so we might still drop and get some light frost, but I think maybe the heavy frost is over. I hope those come in. Even if I get one of each, because this was a White Carolina, so it actually needs a pollinator of a red strawberry, so half and half. Hopefully I get one from each half so they can pollinate each other. We'll see. Stick around. Here I have my nectarine tree, which seems to be budding out beautifully. Look at those pink fuchsia looking buds. That's nice. It is very healthy, it looks like. And it's on the south end of my bed. Flanking the nectarine tree, I have a dahlia and a dahlia. I do not remember what kind of dahlia they are, so stick around. We'll have a surprise dahlia coming up in the summer here. To the right of the nectarine, I have 4 azaleas. I don't actually know all the colors for them, so we'll have to wait for those to open up in the spring, but it looks like they're all alive. Moving to this side, this is all empty here now because we took out that Norway spruce that was here before. If you watched our property tour video, our first property tour, go ahead and look that one up. I'll put it up here at the top. But this Norway spruce went over along the west side of the property to block a neighbor's house. So now we have an open space, and I believe this is where I plan on putting my kiwi tree. Could be about a 20-foot kiwi tree, and I'll put that in and it'll look nice right next to the nectarine. Walking around the outside here, we have my Picanthia. It's a nice pyracantha. It's a big orange, bright orange berry, 10 by 10 growth habit, and it is usually packed full of orange berries late summer into the fall. Now all these white stakes I have something planted at. We'll go through them. The first 2 over here are Juliet blackcap raspberries. I don't see any growth on this one yet, and I don't see any growth on the one beside it. So my Juliet black raspberries are still waiting for any sign of growth. This Thuja green giant we have in front of me will be getting taken out of the food forest. I don't have a place to put it yet, but I'm thinking, yeah, I might have a place for that. I have a place for everything. Just inside the Juliets, I have a stick here. This is just a yucca plant that I actually put in here, transplanted it before the whole food forest was started, so it stays. On the outside, a puppy. We have 2 red raspberries, and same story. Not seeing any growth yet on these. They were just planted maybe a month ago, so hopefully they just need a little bit more time. On the inside of that, I planted a golden raspberry, and it looks about the same. No growth on it whatsoever. I hope these are alive. You're gonna have to stick around, subscribe down below, and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified if we have any signs of life on these things. Moving on, I believe this is a jostaberry. I have another one coming in the mail, but this is the one we're already in, and look at that. We have signs of growth, everybody. Get in there nice and tight. You can see that is the first signs of growth for our jostaberry. Very exciting. I should really label these things. Something I know is alive is my black raspberry, or what the heck? Something I know that is alive is my blackberry bush. This is a triple crown blackberry, and that one's new this year. And this is the one I put in last year, and it overwintered just fine. I just have this stick here to try and keep it up off the ground. But both my blackberries are alive. That's nice to see. Just past those along the outside, I have a dead blueberry. Lovely. But that's alright, because we have a couple live blueberries. And I don't know if this is one of them. Maybe. Might have some signs of life on one branch. Oh well. I'm sure some of these blueberries have some life on them. Had 5 of them. And by the looks of it, that's dead. Where's the live one? Hey, here we go, people. Here we got signs of life. Look at that pretty bud. Come on, focus. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. That is a live blueberry bud. We got at least 1, maybe 2 blueberries left. That's at least something to cheer about. Okay, next on the outside perimeter here is the pomegranate tree. And it is a little slower because it likes the warm weather, and I have it in this fence so the dogs don't pee on it. But this is the pomegranate tree, showing some signs of life. A lot slower than the nectarine, but that's to be expected. That's a Russian red pomegranate. Out here on the corner is my loganberry, and we got no signs of life yet. Moving on. Finally, something that's alive. Here we have a gooseberry, I believe. I really need to label things. This gooseberry is already pushing out all its leaves, and I don't see any flowers, but we'll see. Out here beside it is something that I might or might not keep. It is a goji berry. This actually needs a little bit of pruning. But I was not a fan of these goji berries last year. They're fairly bitter, so I don't know if they're any better if they're processed, but what I like to have in the food forest is everything for fresh eating. So I don't know if that's going to stay yet or not. I'll give it another year or two before I really decide to kick it out. Down here on this would be the west side. This is both red currants, I believe. I think they're red, not black. But you can see they are just starting to leaf out fairly well. If I get in here, you might even see, you can see right there, it is ready to bloom. Those will be some nice nourishment for the bees in the early spring. Now I'm planning this year to put a potato strip. I'm going to dump compost all along this edge here, about 4 or 6 feet. Jeez. I'm going to put about 4 to 6 inches of compost down and then drop potatoes. That'll be a roof stout style of no dig potato growing, so keep a lookout for that video. But I just wanted to bring you out here and show you what's going on in the food forest this time of year. and keep a record of it. Oh, I forgot about one. Down in here in the middle is one of my favorite berries. This is an indigo hiscap, or what else do they call it? A honeyberry. I call these things honeyberries too. It looks so soft. It looks very soft and delicate. Looks like some of the flowers are already opening. You see that? Look at those flowers. Nice little white, pale yellow flowers. But it's blooming and it looks healthy. That's good because I really like this berry. I'm gonna have to get probably at least 2 more so I can really get some full flushes of berries off of these during the season. I also got all these T-bars, T-posts here. Got 4 of them. I got 5 of them. I'll be using these to put up a tomato trellis here and string up my tomatoes with the Florida weave method. But I'm gonna have a lot of tomatoes this year because I'm trying to find a tomato that I like. So my food forest is gonna get integrated with the vegetable garden just so I can fill everything out here and have a nice looking garden this year. Puppy is ready to play, so I'm gonna call this food forest update done, except for if you weren't watching my property tour, I got a rhubarb right there. So all right, puppy, what do you say? Ooh, he's faster than me. We'll see you on the next one.